This video is going to be about my classes, okay, and kind of what's going on. When I talk about everything that's happening right now with the electronic devices, I have, to this day, out of all the years that have gone by, I have never found out what are the reasons or who was behind it the entire time. And I've never been able to stop it. I've never been able to contact lawyers because they find out my GPS location and basically they did like an email blast. They contacted the entire gay community, all the gays and transgenders, and notified them and told them who I was. And so then I can't get any help from anybody. And so when I then give them my money, they steal my money or lie to me. And literally in the conversation I'm speaking to lawyers just plainly stupid. So every morning that I've woken up, every single day that I've woken up and lived here for almost a year now, the equivalent of about 12 months, just down the street from my mother, they have been shooting an electronic device into my spinal cord to the lower back, causing, I have no idea, some sort of like damage and pain. And they're just toying with me. I'm literally like wake up out of bed, and I'm not joking when I say this, that I literally have trouble doing this and trying to, like, I can't stand up on my own, and like I can tell that it's severely damaged. I have not lifted a single thing. I'm not tossing and turning, injuring my back more, other than being in pain. It is an electronic device that somebody is shooting into my flesh and damaging the neurological nerves that retains the bottom lower of your back. So whoever's doing this is doing this as a medical term and understanding of what parts of the body to shoot me and damage my body at. Now this is extremely dangerous because there's also, I talked about that there's some sort of frequency that they shoot into my body to make me have a bowel movement. They literally make me shit when they press the button. When they press the button, there's something that goes on, there's something that's being shot into the intestinal area or wherever it is in my body, like I have no idea, like if it shoots into the neurological body that makes you nervous, or it triggers you to take a shit, a bowel movement, and they use it as a weapon against me to train me like a fucking animal, like a fucking dog, like worse than a fucking dog, okay? I do not know to this day. Now, on top of everything that is happening, with what is happening with these electronic devices, I wake up and I know that I can't call the police when I want to call the police, when I want to contact, and the reason I don't is because the entire police department, they're all faggots, they're all gays and transgenders now, and I've gone to them so many times, and they have literally just shrugged me off, and literally in conversation, yeah, go ahead and talk stupid, I'll do whatever I fucking want, you know, like, just, not literally cussing at me, but like, just get the fuck out of here, we're attacking you and we're going to get away with it because we say what goes on in life. And I've done this so many times before, and to the point where I just don't even want to go there because now I can't even trust them for any reason. This is why when I had the murder attempt that was placed on me at the cemetery, when I was being kicked on my throat and face and punched in the back of the head, and I had a fractured ribs, and my mother at the time, which wasn't my mother, was my mother's identical triplet, told me to call the police, but I didn't want to because they were going to use this as a weapon if these guys went to prison. And the entire black community was going to come after me. The entire gay community and blacks were sending a message toward me that you better do what we say, otherwise we'll do whatever we want. So I'm also having police officers, on some occasions, use that as a weapon against me when I'm at the bus stops, train stations, and I'll see police officers, security guards, they'll literally use that and they'll reference it if there's ever a conversation or I see them around me and they know what they're talking about, using that as a direct weapon. That if you don't we're gonna let this fly by and send us a message toward you. So, but what I want to say in this whole process, I don't know who's responsible for this. I have class that I'm supposed to be starting August 25th. If there was someone that actually gave a damn about my life and understood, would not believe the amount of suffering and pain that a human being is being put through while they're trying to go to school and as a prior bone marrow transplant patient. I have been fighting tooth and nail to try to go to school, to get everything I need to do. As a matter of fact, I could show you here about what I do have. I spent $150 on this, over $150. This is my phlebotomy class, phlebotomy books that I had to buy. It's for class, for phlebotomy, okay? For the full stackable, which is like the EKG, phlebotomy, and patient care technician class, okay? It's all supposed to be one group for me to take this. So I don't know, like I said, I'm supposed to be starting August 25th. I don't know who's responsible for this. I don't know if you just saw this, but somebody just shot me in my pec. Somebody just shot me in my chest, and the muscle started twitching. The person that is shooting me with his electronic devices is just playing a psychological game with me. That's all that they're doing in control. That's why I cannot go lift weights. That's why I'm not able to go exercise and take care of myself. That's why the main reason why I'm smoking cigarettes so much. It's the main reason also why, the only reason why I was homeless, because they would prevent me from having any functional life at all. And they would send people to follow me to set these electronic devices up. Because they know my GPS location at all given times. They have a team that's following me and stalking me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And they send faggots and transgenders toward me. And when you have all this chaos, the best way that I can explain it is that you just have to run. I absolutely do not have any choice when it came to for so many years having to do this. And even still to this day, because it is the police officers will just play along and won't do anything. And I have nowhere to go to. My phone, my laptop, anything, and there's so much publicity of every attorney's office for me to try to protect myself and protect my life is being apprehended away from me, that I can't do anything but run and live on the streets. Like, you're absolutely forced to. Like, people will try to fight me out in the fucking streets when these pieces of shit tell me to do something and I don't want to do it, or become disobedient. They'll send somebody into the Pizza Hut location like they did yesterday. They'll send somebody down the street, and they send with threats, ready for violence, and they're ready for prison, and I'm not joking. I don't know who's sending them. I cannot do anything about this, but it is a group of transgenders and faggots, gays, homosexuals that are ganged up in a gang, and they start messaging each other saying, okay, he's right there, go after him, pull a knife on him, do whatever it is. I cannot do anything, and it is because the police know about this. They don't want me in any way to protect my life and have any freedom at all. They want the harassment and threats to continue, and that's why they play along with it repeatedly. Another thing I want to talk about is me living in this residence. This Chinese guy that lives right next door, that is in the room next door to me, is repeatedly opening and closing the door, and there's an electrical shock wave that tasers me. My physical body tasers me, and this is what he does. And every time that open door and close it, and he's not doing anything, so someone is either telling him or he's doing it in his room, where they'll turn on the frequency electrical shock, and it shutters your body. You can feel the electrical volt repeatedly. And so they start playing Let's Train the Dog, Let's Train the Animal. And they repeatedly do this over and over and over. So they listen to conversations I'm having over the phone, what I may be trying to do to figure out whether I can do anything about my father's real estate that was stolen. When it comes to any attorneys that may have gotten involved in other charity events that had done this to my father, there's over $175,000 that's missing. So what they'll do is they keep me quiet, and they'll start electrocuting me so that they can steal any money that they want. You have no idea the magnitude of control that they have over my life right now. My PayPal account, this has been going on now my PayPal account has been continually being robbed for probably 6 or 7 years now. And occasionally they'll start stealing money from my account. They're directly stealing money from my account, like $60, $70, $100, $150, and they'll make a purchase online, and I have no idea where it's coming. And I call PayPal, and because PayPal and my phone are tapped, the people that are doing this then get on the phone and start harassing me and threatening me and manipulating me over the phone, because they know that there's an outside army of queers and transgenders that are attacking me and controlling me. So they're doing this to let me know as a threatening, as a hostage weapon, that we can steal any money, and it's just to drive me crazy. It's just to play psychological games, and it's the same two people that keep picking up the phone. I've called at least 9 years now. The same two people keep picking up the phone every time I call PayPal customer service, and the person is very threatening and manipulating over the phone every time. It's somebody that wants to enjoy harassing me and threatening me and let me know they can steal any money they want. So they help me confine to this area of what they're doing. On top of everything that's going on, okay, being beaten with these electronic devices, I have no idea where they're being placed. When I get emails, I have been continuously, nonstop sending emails to the program coordinator, to multiple people and success coaches at Richland College, at El Centro College, Mountain View, all the colleges that I can, probably 3 or 4 that I've gone to, repeatedly. Success coaches, program coordinators, sending dozens of emails asking questions. And they are all deterring me, all the success coaches. I'm not joking. They are making this a nightmare, where they're telling me one thing, then confusing me, making last-minute emails, and then they're all working as a team. So, like, they'll finally respond to an email I sent them 2 weeks ago, and I'll get like 5 emails from like 3 different types of success coaches telling me 3 different types of information of the same question I'm asking. And then the program coordinator isn't contacting me and is making it haggling as they possibly can. And they're doing this by sending me responsive emails, just manipulating the whole situation to cause havoc. It's just to cause as much stress and havoc as possible as they can, because they know that I'm trying to go to school and better my life, and they want me to live on the streets. They want me to suffer, and they're playing the clock down, hoping that I develop cancer again and they can throw my worthless life into a trash can. This is what these people are doing. They're very, very calculated, and I want to go to the police. I want to go to a private detective. I want to go to an FBI. I want to go to these places and report what the fuck these people are doing. There's so many of them. When I get on the bus, when I go to a class, and they're all circling around like hyenas, like gangs of them, and they've all been dispatched on their phones. This is Hector, he's the enemy. The gays and faggots versus the straights. And they know there's no straight guys, there's no straight females, not one at all in the entire campus. No students, no faculty, nothing at all. None of the stores I'm going to, 0. So they're literally walking up and down the halls, following me or saying things, and knowing that I'm the enemy, giving me, death looks and shit, because they know that I'm the enemy. Because the Let's Fight for Transgender Patricia Godina, that probably isn't alive anymore, for raping me with many years ago when I was 28 years old, and let's play the clock down, because then they just go away, and we're not going to blame the electronic devices at all. So someone is placing these electronic devices on the campus as well. The police officers are literally walking on the campus, like encouraging these pieces of shit and letting me know we can do what. It's nothing good. It is nothing good and protective. It's nothing in any law order. It's them versus me.